and lick his sores. After licking the sores of Lazarus, he asked his servant to throw him away. But a day came, at the gate of the rich man, Lazarus died while he was watching. Whether the man was conversing and they were watching him until he died, nobody came for his rescue. But immediately Lazarus died, 2 angels came down from heaven and carried Lazarus' body and disappeared. Then the story told us that when those angels disappeared with the body of Lazarus, Lazarus found himself in Abraham's bosom in paradise. Then maybe the next day or next week or next month or even the next year, the rich man did what? The rich man was whining with his friends. They were drinking, they were eating, they were celebrating. I mean, a lot of activities were going on because the man is very rich. Maybe the man slumped and do what? And died. Probably he slumped as a result of high blood pressure or heart attack or whatever. He slumped and died. And when he died, it becomes a very big occasion in town. You know, if a rich man died, they don't bury him anyhow. Are you hearing me? Musicians will be invited from within locally and internationally. And you know, everybody will come and he was buried well. He will be buried by a very costly casket. I remember one of the rich man in Anambra in those days. You know Homajib, where Homajib came out new. The guy used Homajib to bury his father. Homajib bury his to something big. Are you know what I'm saying? So they bury him. There are caskets that cost 15 million. Some caskets 15 million. They will use it to bury ordinary sand. So the poor man died and the rich man died, which means that death does not have preference. There is no selection with death. If death comes here now, death will not say, because you are rich, let me leave you. There is nobody here under the sound of my voice that you know the day you will die. You don't know. We can finish this service today. Next morning we will hear that sister so and so or brother so and so did not wake up. God forbid. And I'm just giving you an example. We may finish this service today. We hear that one sister is going home and he had a car accident and died. I remember a story one of the sisters told me here, that one man in their compound, he just to cook attend in the morning for him to eat and go to work. By the time the wife finished cooking and came back to give him his food, they found him dead. No headache, no waiting for a vehicle to go to work. The man slumped at the bus stop and do what? And died. A man that went out to go to work, they carried his dead body to the mortuary. Death can meet you at any time. Death can meet you anywhere. Death will not say, you are a very beautiful woman, let me leave you and go and take the ugly one. Death will not say, oh, because you are very prayerful, because you come to church all the time, because you are this or that. And death does not select. Death is a debt that everybody must pay one day. Am I talking to somebody here? You don't know the hour, you don't know the time, you don't know the place, you don't know the situation where death will come. But one thing is sure, death will come for everybody. Am I communicating here? And the rich man never knew that death will come. He was carried away by his wealth. He was feeling secured with his wealth. He feels because he has everything, he will not die. Let me tell you something. The other day I heard somebody was saying, if you want to live long, eat well. My brother, our parents who grow up in the village, very early in the morning before they go to the farm, 7 o'clock on Akbo, then they eat with oha soup. Oha soup is a very familiar soup in my house. I go from my papa, he eat. We go carry our whole, they go farm. I know how many years my papa lived before he died. It is not about eating well. There are many people who have money that eat well. Many of them die by cancer. Now cancer, now they kill rich people. Are they not eating well? Do they have money to eat whatever they want? Go to the hospital they want to go. Hire any doctor they want to hire anywhere in the world, but they still die. When it is your time to die, it doesn't matter what you are eating. It doesn't matter what you have. You will go because it is your time. Am I talking to somebody here? So the rich man was feeling secure in his wealth. He never knew that death will come one day. So after Lazarus died, The following moment, the rich man also do what? Died. My sister, one day you will die. My brother, one day you will die. But death is not going to give you the date that is coming. It can happen any day. It can happen any time. It can happen anywhere. It can happen any week. It can happen any month. It can happen any year, including me. One day I will leave this world. You need to have that at the back of your mind, and that is going to help you to know how you live your life. Am I communicating here? So the rich man also died, and he was buried well. There was party, there was celebration. In the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 15, the Bible says, everyone comes naked from their mother's womb, and as everyone comes, so they depart. They take nothing from their toil that they can carry into their hands. Everybody, one day you will leave this world, and when you leave, you are not going to carry anything out of all the things that you have. All those costly clothes in your wardrobe, you will not go with anyone, including the one that will wear you, they will bury in the ground. Because the moment your spirit leaves this body, your spirit is invincible. It does not wear clothes. Your spirit is invincible. It does not wear shoe. Your spirit is invincible. It does not wear jewelry. Your spirit is invincible. It does not wear wigs. There are many people that wear wigs that cost 1.2 million, 2.5 million. The day you die and your spirit will leave your body, is not going to live with your costly wigs. You will come into this world naked, and the day you will go, you will not carry anything in your hands from the wealth you have gathered. Am I talking to somebody here? You won't carry anything. Hebrews chapter 9 verse 27, ESV translation, he said, and just as it is appointed for man to die once, and after that comes judgment. Every man will die once. Nobody will die twice. Are you hearing me? You know, in a superstition world, they talk about reincarnation. In a superstition, it's an African traditional religion. They have what they call reincarnation. They will see a child, they will say, your grandfather has come back. That is a superstition. It is not biblical. In this Bible, the Bible says you will die once. What we follow is what? A judgment. Because then once you die, the next event that is going to follow is going to stand before the great white throne judgment, or before the judgment seat of Christ, and give account of how you live your life here on earth. And some of you that are not serious with your Christian life, some of you that are living a hanky-panky life, some of you that put your one leg in the world and one leg in the church, the day you die, where you are going to appear will be before the judgment seat of God, and you are going to stay there. You will give account of how you live your life here on earth. Am I talking to somebody here? You will die once, and after it, the judgment will follow. And finally, their choices on earth was rewarded in eternity. When Lazarus died, he was rewarded with eternal rest with Abraham in paradise. And when the rich man died, he found himself in hell, and he was in a torment. Please, I want you to listen very carefully. Before Jesus went to the cross, we have a place called paradise, and we have a place called hell. And according to this story, paradise and hell, they can see each other. People that are in hell can see people that are in paradise, and people that are in paradise can see people that are in hell. Because Abraham said there is a gulf between us, between paradise and hell, that people from paradise cannot go over there. Maybe because you see somebody you know, you can cross over to save the person. You cannot cross over. And the person that is in hell cannot cross over to paradise. Maybe you are being tormented. You want to switch over to that side to save yourself. There is a gulf. You cannot do that. So once you go to paradise, that's where you are. Once you go to hell, that's where you are. So our choices here on earth determines our reward in eternity. Am I talking to somebody here? And the story of the rich man and Lazarus have painted a very clear picture how it's going to be when we leave this world. So before Jesus died on the cross, there was a paradise and there was a hell. So when Lazarus died, like I said before, angels came and carried him to where? To Abraham's bosom. All the saints that died before Jesus went to the cross, if they die, they went to where? They went to paradise. Paradise is a waiting place for the righteous, and they were waiting for Jesus to finish his assignment on the cross. So anyone that died, a Gentile, an unbeliever, a sinner who died, will found himself in hell. And there is a torment in hell, because the rich man said, I am tormented in this flame. Meaning, flame means fire, right? In what it means is that where rich man was, there was fire there that torment everybody that is in hell. But hellfire is not the permanent place for sinners, because in the book of Revelation told us that in the last day, both hellfire and the devil and all the false prophets and all the sinners will be transferred into the eternal lake of fire that burn with a brimstone and sulfur. And the Bible calls it the second death. So hellfire, as vicious and dangerous that the hellfire is, a waiting place for sinners. Now remember, after Jesus died and resurrected, on his resurrection day, all the saints that was in paradise, they all resurrected with him. You can read that in the book of John. They all resurrected with him. They resurrected that people saw them walking around Jerusalem. So when Jesus ascended with them, and that was the end of paradise. So the Bible says that hell enlarged its mouth. So the moment the era of paradise was ended by the resurrection of Jesus, hell did what? Hell enlarged its mouth, so it can contain many people. Am I talking to somebody here? If you go to hell, you will see pastors. If you go to hell, you will see pastor children. If you go to hell, you will see choir members. Choir members who sang and the glory of God who came down, you will see them in hell. If you go to hell, you will see deacons, archdeacons, deacons who have been in the church for years. If you go to hell, you will see wonderful women, you will see men, you will see boys, you will see girls who have been coming to church for years. You will see them in hell, because of coming to church and working in the church is not a guarantee you will go to heaven. Am I talking to somebody here? You will see people that receive incredible miracles in our programs, in crusades. You will see them in hell, because a miracle does not take anybody to heaven. If I pray for you today and you get a miracle of $1 million and you have abundance of money and everybody celebrate, that is not a guarantee you will go to heaven when you die. If we pray for you today and you were barren and God will give you children, we will celebrate, but that is not a guarantee you will go to heaven. If you come to church, you join the choir, you join the band, you become a deacon, you become a deaconess, you become a Sunday school teacher, whatever thing you want to become, it is not a guarantee you will make heaven. Because anybody, that day will come, and many will come to me and tell me, we cast out demons in your name, we do mighty miracles in your name. And Jesus will say, yes, I saw you casting out demons, I saw you doing many mighty works, I saw you doing usher in the church, I saw you singing in the choir, I saw you singing in the band, I saw you leading songs in the church, I saw you as a leader and you were supporting the work of the church, but I know you not.